I've never actually, no, I've never played classical. Jazz, however, jazz, trad jazz, modern jazz, jazz fusion, and soul, R&B, anything which is jazz related or anything that I can put a jazz twist on naturally is something I'll do. Now, I started off with jazz and usual pop songs that I like. So I'm dead keen on Michael Jackson. I will play a lot of that sort of stuff. And anything that I'm just able to play, anything that I know off the top of my head. And now, 3 years down the line, I've got hundreds of songs in my repertoire that I can literally just do them off the cuff, and it's brilliant because most people, when they pass me now, they're asking for requests, and my technology is improved that I can just find a track, when to go through the iPad, find it, bang, play it for them. If I know it well, even if I don't know it well, I have a good stab at it, and usually 9 times out of 10 they're pretty satisfied. I've always centered my sets around jazz. So I'll start with jazz, I'll end with jazz. What I do in the middle is entirely down to the public and the public's reaction and response to how I'm doing. If I'm playing something they enjoy, that'll motivate me to put on another chart topper for them. Once they leave, I'll go back to jazz. Once I've caught the attention of someone with my general tone, then I'll surprise them with another chart topper. And that's the cycle. It never ends. Obviously, I'm always thinking ahead. I don't want to be busking for the rest of my life because it will tarnish my career years down the line. I don't want to be in my 40s and still busking because that doesn't really define a successful musician in my eyes. I mean, there's probably a lot of people who will disagree with me, but that's your opinion. My opinion is you don't want to be busking for the rest of your life because it's not going to look good when you get to the age of 40, 50. To be even busking in your 30s, it's like it's starting to look a little bit, dried out. It's like, why haven't you made it yet? Oh, it's because you haven't worked hard enough, so you're having to resort to this. I'm resorting to this because I'm young and I can get away with it. I've been doing gigs. In fact, I've been doing what a lot of musicians would do. They would start off by getting their name out there by taking CDs and stuff into pubs. And well, what I used to do is I used to rock up and just play my sax in the pub, and if they liked it, I'd get worked up and say, all right, I'd do this, that, blah blah blah. I'd get all excited, so I'd want to go and sit down and have a meeting with these people. And that was literally how I would get gigs. I would just rock up into someone's pub and start playing.
And then negotiate something for later on.
Sometimes I would rock up and the landlords would just give me 50 quid to shut up. Most of my time is prioritised with corporate events, weddings and bar gigs, private events. I think I still get the vast majority of my gigs through street entertainment. People see me on the street. It might be a case of 2 weeks ago I was in Kettering and I was just there again today. But I went there 2 weeks ago on a nasty cold Tuesday and I rocked up, as I always do, and did my thing. There was a man that approached me who works in a butcher's around the way, and he all of a sudden wanted me to play for a surprise birthday do for his girlfriend, for his fiance. And I only just went and did that gig last Saturday. So that was all me marketing myself, and he's found the perfect addition. Because I turned up, he's now found the perfect addition to his little surprise birthday do for his fiancée, and that's money in my pocket at the end of the day. I think busking and gigging are both very special in their own way.
Yeah.
The thing is with busking is you give yourself a challenge. You think, am I going to make this much? Because don't get me wrong, there are some days where I make literally jack shit, and then there are some days where I make amazing money.